The nationwide shortage of qualified workers is a struggle for companies, but can be good for students training for those jobs. Aviation is no exception.
In an industry where technology changes nearly as fast as the jets they work on, future airplane mechanics need to keep up. And in Rockford, they're doing that thanks to the generosity of others. That's this week's Made in the Stateline.
There's a real fight going on right now for our technicians coming out of this program.
That fight is a good thing for these students. It's between airplane maintenance companies looking for good aviation mechanics, the kind turned out by Rock Valley College's Aviation Maintenance Technology program. Those businesses struggle with the same shortage we've heard from other industries profiled here in a Made in the Stateline segment.
There's such a shortage of aircraft technicians today in this country that all the employers, not only locally, but all the people at O'Hare, all the regional airlines, they are calling us up and wanting to come out and actively recruit our students.
But to make sure those students are qualified, RVC needs to keep the training up to date with rapidly changing technology.
The newer the airplanes are, the more wiring they have inside of them, the more electrically sophisticated the aircraft are today. They're doing more with electricity on airplanes than they ever have before.
That wiring can be measured in feet, sometimes miles.
Feeds up through those rollers there. Sure. It's exhausted kind of over there.
That's where this TriStar machine comes in. It laser prints labels right onto wires.
Oftentimes these wires are routed in a bundle with 100 other wires. And so if you're troubleshooting and trying to do maintenance work on the aircraft, finding that one wire that's relating to the system that you're working on can be a challenge.
Until recently, Rock Valley didn't have the expensive piece of equipment.
We go through the construction of wiring harnesses in some of our coursework, and we did not have the equipment to mark the wires, and this now allows us to do that.
A McChesney Park business, Service Components Incorporated, donated the $40,000 machine last week. The company makes wire harnesses and other electrical-related components and recently upgraded its equipment. Gifts like this are vital to the Rock Valley program.
We rely on donation of equipment, aircraft components to actually operate. And through the 50 years of this program, that's kind of how we've always had to operate.
Aircraft parts and aircraft themselves are really expensive. And for a state-funded community college, that can be a little bit of a challenge to go out and acquire those things.
Service Components Incorporated's general manager says the company believes supporting the community with donations like this not only helps the business grow, but is also good for the people who live and work in the Rockford region.